Yeah, we have Sergeant Rick Hernandez with the Surprise Police Department, who's just getting mic'd up. We're getting ready to start a press conference here to learn a little more information here on this officer-involved shooting. And as we're getting ready, Sergeant Hernandez is here joining us right now. Sergeant Hernandez, what can we update right now about this shooting?
All right, so we'll get started. Hello, everyone. I am Sergeant Rick Hernandez. That's R-I-C-K-H-E-R-N-A-N-D-E-Z. I am a sergeant and public information officer for the Surprise Police Department. This morning, just after 6:30 a.m., officers responded to the area of 151st Avenue and Cactus, where an officer-involved shooting occurred. Officers were called to the area after a 911 call was received about a man armed with a knife. During officers' encounter with the man, the officer-involved shooting occurred. The man was transported to the hospital. His condition is not currently known. There were no officers injured during today's incident, and no other community members were injured. We want to reassure our community, as this, as you can see, is a very quiet residential neighborhood where things like this do not typically occur, that there is no threat to our surrounding community. However, residents, we want you to understand that there will be a police presence in the area for several hours. Following our department's officer-involved shooting protocol and our commitment to transparency, this incident will be independently investigated by the West Valley Incident Response Team, with the Goodyear Police Department serving as the lead investigative agency. With that, after today's events, for our media partners who are not able to be here, there will be a press release that will be released by our department. Any further information after today's press conference and that media release will be obtained through the the Goodyear Police Department. And with that, I will open it up to a few questions.
Did you say what the initial call was out for, what you guys initially got called out for?
So it was an emergency 911 call for a man with a knife.
Do you know what he was doing with the knife specifically? Was he threatening anybody?
That part will all be under investigation. Goodyear may release, but again, this is a current and active investigation, as you can see, with our investigation just getting underway with Goodyear leading that as part of the West Valley Incident Response Team.
Were the officers able to use any less lethal devices just before using gunfire?
Any of that information I'm not able to release at this time. As we said, it's very early in our investigation, in Goodyear's investigation. We're cooperating fully, but you can see that there's going to be an active scene behind us for several hours.
How many shots fired? How many officers fired the weapon?
We're not disclosing that at this time.
And the original release mentioned Cactus Road. Right now, we're on Desert Hills Drive. How is the scene here, and did it start somewhere else? New information?
That'll all be information that Goodyear, part of the West Vert investigative protocols, will be able to understand, and if they choose to, release to our media and community members.
Was there any traffic, anything that was happening before, chases, motorcycles, anything else? We heard some neighbors discussing that they heard a lot of motorcycle noise before this happened.
Yeah, I'm not able to confirm or deny any of those things.
Do we know if that man lived here in the neighborhood, or that's going to be part of the investigation?
Again,
as well?
it'll be part of the investigation. Again, we were called out here because there was a 911 call, an emergency call that officers respond to about a man armed with a knife. And during that encounter, that's when the officer-involved shooting occurred.
Do you know how many 911 calls you guys received?
I do not.
And do you know how many officer-involved shootings the Surprise Police Department has been involved in this year?
This year, I believe this is our first. So, all right, folks, I appreciate your time. Thank you all very, very much.
Yep, thank you. As you saw, that is Sergeant Rick Hernandez giving us an update here.
Again, that'll all be
officer-involved
information
shooting.
that
As he mentioned,
Goodyear
the
may
West Valley
release
Incident
in the
Response
coming days.
Team will now take over this investigation. That'll be the Goodyear Police Department that is going to be taking over that investigation.